DirtCarLift.com at the races today.
The Speed 51 Video Network live races, highlights, interviews, features, and more. You want it, the Speed 51 Video Network has it.
You're gonna be kidding me! There's total chaos! What a wild finish! Oh my goodness!
Become a member of the Speed 51 Video Network today at speed51.com.
This is Kate Dillon from CrateInsider.com and host of the Racing Insiders podcast. You are listening to my awesome friend Wesley Spider Monkey Outland. Now back to Finish Line.
This is Finish Line.
Special Thursday edition of Finish Line rolls on. Fox Sports Radio, Community Radio Network, iHeartRadio, iTunes Radio, tuned in, and Spreaker, Spotify as well. Wesley Outland here with you. DJ Irvine is also joining us as a special co-host when available. He's also working on Fast Track and other related stuff as well. So he steps away, comes back, steps away, comes back. Got a great show for you again. Definitely, you did a great job. And Keith Bowling just chiming in about the UBB Memorial, the Great American Crate Race. All those cool things are coming up here, and that's going on tomorrow night at I-77 Speedway and, of course, at Tyler County Speedway, the 7,000 to win Great American Crate Race. Oh, and by the way, kids, bring the kids out. Bring the kids out to America's Baddest Bull Ring, Tyler County Speedway, because in addition to the racing action that's going to be absolutely phenomenal tomorrow night, or Saturday night, the Great American Crate Race, it will be a kids' ice cream party. There will be ice cream available for the little ones. So ice cream, everybody loves ice cream, definitely, and we will definitely talk about that later on, probably with Daniel Hill. We're getting ready to go to the phone lines here, actually, and we are getting ready to give Mr. Daniel Hill a call, joining us on the studio. Thank you again to Mr. Keith Bowling for joining us, talking about the UBB Memorial. And again, a great show. Speed 51 will have coverage for you from both events as best as they know how. The best in the business, in my opinion, when it comes to the coverage of racing. What an awesome production they put on for the Slinger Nationals. And for Tuesday night racing, that place was packed. I think we really need to look at the concept like they do in the Midwest and the Northeast of having more midweek shows, because damn it all, they work. The crowd was absolutely phenomenal. A great crowd in the grandstands at Slinger Super Speedway in Wisconsin. And in addition to that, the place was absolutely packed as well for the crowd that was on hand for the events in the grandstand, as well as the numbers for tuning into the Slinger Nationals. And it was all said and done. NASCAR former Cup Series champion, Cambridge, Wisconsin's Matt Kenseth got it. And of course, they're getting ready for the Roadbed 400. Thunder Road Speed Bowl coming up in Barry, Vermont next Monday and Thursday. Pensacola Five Flag Speedway, the next round of the Blizzard Series, and so much more. To the phone lines we go. Up to Pennsboro, West Virginia. Picked up his first Renegades of Dirt National win in modifieds. Former fast track competitor at that. That is Daniel the Thrill Hill, third-generation driver. Daniel, welcome to Finish Line. Good morning to you, buddy.
Thanks for having me on, Wesley.
Always good talking to you, man. Talk about that big win you got in the Dixon Classic last Friday night at Tyler County Speedway.
You know, Wesley, we've been really close in a lot of these special programs at Tyler County, as you know, in the fast track division and in the modified division, and in our regional area. We've been really close to winning some of these big races, and we finally were able to get over the hump and pull off a big win against some good competition. And you know, starting fifth, slowly working our way up through the field was, we've had a great car the last couple of years, and we finally were able to persevere and get one of these big wins.
Definitely a big win at that for you. And somebody that has also been a former modified, now racing in modifieds, but you've also had your share of running in pro late model racing. Talk about real quickly just your thoughts of what is the Great American Crate Race and what's going on in Tyler County on Saturday night.
Well, it's great, first of all, that they can organize a weekend where guys can travel into West Virginia to I-77 and Tyler County. I think that's important to note because, it's hard for a race team from North Carolina or maybe Ohio or, somebody that's traveling a distance to justify coming in for one race. But if you give them an opportunity to race twice and the total purse money, winner's purse is $10,000, that gives people a great opportunity to come into town and race for good purses. As far as the Great American Crate Race, it's just, John Watson and the team at Tyler County Speedway have just really done a great job of bringing in big-time events at the Speedway with the 15,000 to win Mega 100 and the 3 or 4 Renegades of Dirt races. Top that off with the Topless 50, the Lucas Oil Series, and the Hillbilly 100. I mean, for a small track in the middle of the country, as you know, Wesley, it's pretty unbelievable what they've been able to do. And the Great American Crate Race is just is another one of those classics that I think will be at Tyler County for a while. And it gives crate racers a great opportunity to win a large purse and etch their name in the record books.
Does it make you wish, Daniel Hill, that you were back in a crate car?
Anytime there's that kind of money on the line, Wesley, I'd love to be racing for it. I miss the crate. I love the modified deal. I've had more fun in the last couple of years than I remember having in a long time. But the crate racing, I mean, I haven't forgot about it. I'd love to strap in this weekend and race at my home track against some of the best crate drivers on the East Coast, but best fast track drivers on the East Coast. But we just got the one car, and so unless I get a phone call late in the week and maybe I got a sick driver or something I can step in for, then I'll polish up my helmet and driving suit and be ready to go.
Well, I'll tell you what, DJ Irvine, Daniel Hill has been a respected driver of racing, third-generation driver to his grandfather and his father, Bob Hill. And in addition to that, he's also it's his rookie stripes and accolades and successes in the world of fast track as well. Like we always say, hashtag Fast Track builds champions, a former track champion at Elkins Raceway, Tyler County Speedway, and a national champion on the Fast Track VP Race and Fuel National Weekly Championship.
Yeah, Daniel, great to talk to you. DJ Irvine, I think you raced with Fast Track before I came around. But,
yes.
I've been a part of it for a while.
Yeah, and it would, there's a big race coming up in September I think you need to try to find a ride for.
Yeah, maybe if I keep winning a couple of these Renegades and Dirt Modified races, I'll update my resume and it'll help out my opportunities. I'd love to get into these races. I loved going to Virginia Motor Speedway and Tyler County, Elkins. That was kind of the small reason that I chose to go modified racing was just because in our area, Elkins and Tyler are incredibly fun to race at every weekend, but I just kind of wanted to go to some new places. I thought that would help me get a little bit better as a driver. And so, that's kind of why I made the switch. But man, with the money on the line this weekend, I'm wishing I had an opportunity to get back behind the wheel of a crate car.
And by the way, here's another thing to think about as well as far as the scenario for not only the 9th annual Little General Store UBB Memorial Race, of course, and also the 2nd annual 7,000 to win Great American Crate Race. DJ, it is in conjunction of the same weekend. For years past, the Great American Crate Race was a standalone event on July 6th last year after 4th of July, after we ran the 4th of July race at Livonia, Georgia, obviously, for the Charlie Mize Memorial. But in addition to that, it was a standalone weekend event. The UBB Memorial, the same way. It used to be a standalone event on a Saturday alone at Princeton Speedway. Now you've got both of these races combined, over $35,000 up for grabs in purses and contingencies and prizes and more. And I think it's just up the ante to make it bigger.
It has, and I think, Daniel, you alluded to that there just a minute ago, that what I've tried to do with the fast track schedule nowadays is find more of those doubleheader opportunities, because you coming from, you said, the Carolinas, to come up here, it's not a short drive up here to Tyler County by any means. Anybody trying to travel up and down the road, or even vice versa, guys coming down from the north to go down south here later in July, we go to OSP and Patriots Park back-to-back nights. And I think that's an opportunity for us to not only have more fast track races, if we're able to accomplish that by having more double headers, but have more races in fewer number of actual weekends, so people can chase track championships, or maybe bounce between a modified and a crate car, and just give them the opportunity to race where they want to a little bit more if they do want to follow the tour, but while also giving them the opportunity to make a longer trip and race multiple times.
Without a doubt. I mean, Cody Watson's done a very similar thing with the Renegades of Dirt program. You just, even if you look at the major sports like NBA and NHL and MLB, the schedule alludes to, traveling to the West Coast to play 3 West Coast games in a row, or traveling to LA to play the Dodgers 3 games in a row.
That's right.
Same kind of thing. Same simple process to get guys to come to dirt track races in West Virginia or Ohio, wherever it is that you're racing. If you can get races aligned in the same weekend, especially, I-77 and Tyler County are really racy places. I think that guys from the Carolinas and from Kentucky and Pennsylvania and Maryland, they're gonna enjoy coming to these racetracks, and because I-77, although it's a small bull ring, and as is Tyler County, they're really wide, and that's really good for crate racing. I really can slow down and run the bottom on these racetracks, or carry momentum and run the outside. I think that guys who are coming in to West Virginia for the weekend are really going to enjoy racing at these tracks.
So, Daniel, talk about your thoughts of the Renegades of Dirt and what Cody Watson and Edge Entertainment Company, the World Racing Group, Dirt Car Racing, being involved in it, has done for the modifieds in the Mid-Ohio Valley, and for that matter, the Mid-Atlantic U.S. touring region for modifieds this 2019 season.
Well, the purses, first off, are incredible. That makes it easier to get out on the road. And secondly, scheduling, much like you guys alluded to and I did earlier, it's, I don't have to worry about racing 50 times a year. I can go to these 15 to 16 races and have a nice schedule of different tracks and in different areas, from Hilltop Millersburg to Fayetteville to Tyler County to Mansfield. I know they dropped off the schedule. Elkins picked up. It was great of Elkins to pick up. Richmond, Kentucky, Atomic, Portsmouth. Those are well-renowned racetracks. I went to Portsmouth on Thursday night, the 4th, to get a few laps at that racetrack, because that's going to be part of the Dirt Track World Championship. Last week's Renegades of Dirt race at Tyler County was part of the Lucas Oil Topless 50. I mean, just the opportunity for me to race in front of big crowds like the Lucas Oil and the Renegades of Dirt draw in is really kind of good for my career, just to get more likes on Facebook, or more, maybe somebody who likes the Facebook page is going to buy a T-shirt, or maybe somebody who likes the Facebook page would like to help out and, buy me a nice wheel. Who knows? I mean, but anytime you can get your name out at a new place is sometimes even the bad publicity is good publicity. I kind of had my experience at Portsmouth was a comedy of errors, and people really enjoy a good laugh. So we just Cody has given us an opportunity to race for good purses at tracks that are willing to host a professional run program with some of the best modified drivers in the East Coast, and that's made it really good for the drivers and teams.
A few more minutes chatting it up with the driver of Daniel Hill, the thrill out of Pennsboro, West Virginia. Hey, and by the way, I say Pennsboro, man. Went there one time in my life. It being a native of Pennsboro, West Virginia, would you love to see Pennsboro Raceway get back in business again? You know what? I'm not certain that the racetrack. The short answer is yes. I'd love to. I'm not sure that the track configuration as it is designed well for the current speed of the race cars. I mean, I know back in the day, Jack Boggs and
Bloomquist and Freddie Smith and Marshall Green used to fly around Pennsboro.
Right.
But the cars have gotten even faster and drive so much different that I think it would take some work to get the track to where modern day racing could accommodate the speeds. But man, the atmosphere, those are my earliest childhood memories, going with my dad to Pennsboro and watching the Dirt Track World Championship and the Hillbilly 100 and the Habitampa Series. Those to me were, when I was growing up, I didn't go into the pit area with my dad. I kind of, at Tyler County and I-79 Speedway, when I was watching him race, I enjoyed the grader going around the track.